So let's discuss the physical toll of pro wrestling. What's the biggest thing fans don't realize regarding how much wrestling hurts or the wear and tear on a wrestler's body, the bump card?
The proverbial bump
Yeah.
card. Yeah. So the bump card is the mythological punch card of your body. And I was told when I was coming up, hey, you only got so many bumps on your bump card. Don't waste your bumps. And, being on an indie show in a VFW hall in front of 50 people, don't do that dive off the ladder through the flaming table. Save that. Or don't do it at all. And I remember being 27, 28 years old on a Saturday night at the VFW hall, flying over the top rope, crashing through the table, hitting the floor, bam, splat, and adrenaline's going, and you get back, you have the match, and Sunday, a little stiff, a little sore. Monday, I'm in the gym like nothing happened. That was my 20s. Then 30 hit. Then going over the top rope, crashing through that table, hitting the floor, and come Sunday morning, you're a little banged up. Oh boy, you feel that. Come Monday morning, you still just, oh man. Then by Tuesday, Wednesday, you're all right. Then 40 hit. Brother, we ain't going over that top rope, crashing through that table no more. That's a good idea for you to do with someone
Somebody
else.
else.
And now,
Thank you, Rocky.
yeah, right. Shout out to The Rock for that one. So yeah, the cumulative damage over time, because people are under the misconception that the ring is a trampoline. It's bouncy. It has a shock absorber, and that is for the ring not to break, not your body. The ring is made out of steel and wood with a piece of cushion on it about that thick. And then on top of that is a canvas that's tied down tight. And when you hear bodies hit, boom, boom, yeah, that's the sound of flesh crashing into wood and steel with a thin layer of cushion. As a matter of fact, famously amongst the boys, the old WWF rings were notoriously stiff. They talk in our business about good bumping rings, where you boom, you take your bumps, boom, and they're not so bad. They got a little give, and but the old WWF rings, I hear were really stiff until Vince started working, and then he
Oh,
started bumping in the rings, and then I heard that they got a little bit better.
right.
At least that's the rumor I heard from the OGs back in the day. But you don't realize when you're taking bumps every night. I saw a documentary a long time ago about pro wrestling, and there was a doctor that said that when you're, and I might be messing these facts up just a little bit, but it's generalized. A 6 foot tall, 200-pound wrestler being slammed at a height of 6 feet by another wrestler is the equivalent of getting hit by a car at 20 miles an hour, roughly. So you're in a series of small car accidents every night.
Oh my goodness.
And if you think about the cumulative effects that that's going to take on your body, and luckily, we don't work the same schedule that we used to. But if you look at the way somebody like Will Ospreay, what he puts his body through, or think about what Rey Mysterio has been doing, Jeff Hardy,
Yeah.
like this, it boggles the mind how Jeff Hardy's still walking, But then you look at somebody like let's take Hogan Hulk, who he did a leg drop for decades. His back was fucked,
Yeah.
man. Like I heard like electric stem stuff in his back. His back was fucked from that leg drop, over and over,
Yeah.
night after night. There are a lot of guys that have all kinds of issues that never had like a major surgery, but Undertaker, I think he had both of his hips replaced.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both. I know one for sure. I think both. And I used to tease Undertaker about that gunslinger walk. I don't know. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, right? But this is how Taker would walk. He'd have that kind of sideways, kind of like a gunslinger. And Eddie Guerrero, first time I saw him backstage, he was in pain. He would walk so gingerly. But when the red light would come on, he'd go out there, you see him work, he looked amazing. When he came back through the curtain, he was beat up.
Oh, that's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So the part that nobody talks about, though, we talk about, you know, just smashing your body night after night. Then there's the aspect of the chair shots. Most people have banned chair shots to the head now because now we know about concussions and CTE and, you know, the brain damage that comes from that. But the travel, you don't, until you travel almost daily for a living, you don't realize what that does to you, because you're going to the gym where you're working out, you know, training your muscles and getting your cardio. And then you're going to the show and you're doing your 10, 15, 20-minute match. And then, as it used to be, you're getting in a car and driving for 2 or 3 hours, or you're getting on a plane where you're sitting for 2 or 3 hours and you're stiff, and then you get up and you gotta loosen up and you know, get the joints loosened up and the muscles.